Hello, my loves. Isabel. Here. Here. I just did a live. I did some live readings on my Facebook. And, I went through cord cutting a little bit on there. So I'm going to play like a clip of that video first. And then I'm going to go into a little more detail about cord cutting and getting rid of old cords and old soul ties and things of that nature. So what people don't tell you, and what a lot of people, I feel like, when they do cord cuttings, they don't understand that you're in a spiritual battle every time you do a cord cutting. Because that energy, whether it be an entity, like a non-physical entity, whether it be a person, whether it be land, you could have a cord connected to your house. Everything is alive, right? The reason why it's a spiritual battle is because that entity does not want to give up that energy source or that sense of comfort that they have with this other person. So every time I'm doing this, like they're trying to attack my crown right now. I feel like a lot of individuals don't understand when you're doing work like this, you're actually always doing spiritual, you're being a warrior every time. Okay, so the main cords are out. So this is the second part. I'm just getting that nasty ass energy to fuck away from me. And they really tried it with my crown. Mother, come in. Put a protection over my crown, please. Okay. Okay, honey. So then what you do is, after you clear a cord, I'm letting people know who are spiritual practitioners as well. This is very important. After you pull a cord out, whether you cut it, even if you just pull it and cut it, after you pull the cord out, it's going to be very important to focus on clearing any residual energies. So any energy from that person that's not Ashley's, I'm just sending that energy back to them, cleared and purified. Oh, Ashley, you have a memory here too with them. This person caused you a lot of trauma and pain, so I'm just going to pull that out as well, because it's really damaging your solar plexus. And then what you do is you call your energy back. So, or if you're working with a client, you will call their energy back, cleared and purified. What I do sometimes is have the client imagine a golden circle with their energy coming back in to that circle. So I'm calling Ashley's energy back, cleared and purified. So she's going to feel a lot of energy coming back into her body. And she might feel like she's almost buzzing for the next day and a half. So drink a lot of water and eat a lot of fruits after this. Or drink a lot of fruit juices, not juice, but like smoothies, like organic stuff. Green drinks, stuff like that. And it's funny, actually, because some of the stuff I'm calling back to your heart chakra, this person really held on to the pain that they caused you. And tried to use your pain to, manipulate you. They stole a lot of your solar plexus energy, too. So they try to manipulate you through the pain. So let's clear this heart a little bit more. The solar plexus energy is still coming back in. So there's different kinds of cords. And I feel like this is not spoken about enough, or like a lot of people don't know that there's different kinds of cords. You have cords and connections to not only your family, your house, the land. It could be a certain city that you live in or whatever. Like if you're trying to move, it's going to be really important to start releasing ties to the land that you're on, and then start doing some astral projection, or remote viewing you could do too. But I feel like astral projection you can do it like just in meditation. I did it in meditation when I moved to New Orleans. That's how I seated my energy in the area before I went, because Spirit was like, this is what you need to do so that you can get to where you need to be. I'm in Atlanta now, so I bounce around. Where Spirit tells me to go, I go, and I feel very grateful, because I've always wanted to travel, and it seemed like everything in my life was getting in the way until I learned how to cut. First I had to cut cords with my family home, because I was living with my family at first. So I had to cut cords with my family home, and that was really hard, because that was, my childhood home. I was there since I was about 6 or 7 years old. And so I had to cut that cord. That was painful, but it helped. And then I had to seed my energy where I was planning on going next. And once you do that, you sort of like astral project there. You go there in spirit, and you start walking around the area. You start acknowledging the nature spirits. You start seeing what the ancestors, what the energy is like in the area that you're planning on moving to. And that's how you can make a quicker and easier sort of transition. That's what worked for me anyway. Definitely follow your own, intuition when you're doing things of this nature. Sorry, my nose just started itching. So another thing is cutting cords with your family. Now, you don't have to sever the cord all the way, but any unhealthy cords where family or friends or people are draining your energy, you want to release those. I had to recently realize that my family was draining a lot of my manifestation energy, even though I no longer live with them. They were draining a lot of, yeah, I got 2 different earrings on. Just a thing I've been doing lately. So I had to release a lot of cords from my root chakra. And not only that, when you do spiritual work, it's very important to be, your energetic cleanliness is very important, because you can have so many people cleaving onto your energy. I deal with hundreds of people, and then they're connected to other people. And then even just walking around in the street, sometimes if you're an empath, you tend to draw in and hold energy for other people, almost like sometimes holding space even for those people to heal. At the end of the day, clear that energy, whether you do it in meditation. I like to use where is it? I always show you guys this, but let me pull it out. Selenite wand, really important to use. I use this at my root chakra. So I'll put it like right there, root chakra, and I'll sit in a meditative pose, lotus position, and I'll sit and I put my hands down like this on my knees, and I ground, and then I release energy. You can use the element of air. You can use fire. You can use the violet flame. There's a lot of different techniques. Just find which one works for you. You can even use the earth to help clear your energy. Now, to clear your energy using earth's energy, you want to imagine the earth has like a beautiful iridescent, like crystal liquid core. And then imagine your root chakra has literal roots, and those roots reach all the way down into that core in the earth. And when you hit that core, I usually imagine like energy coming in from that core, and then like old energy going out. You can also ground with your feet. You can also ground with your feet, standing firmly on either a wooden floor, or you can just go stand outside, with your feet. Bare is best, but you don't have to do it bare if you don't want to. If you're like, ew, I'm not doing that, you can have sneakers on or whatever. Like your imagination really is everything. Your visualization, what you're willing into your existence is what's most important when it comes to things like that. So you can put your feet on the ground and release energy that way too, because the earth is very good at transmuting energy. So fire, air, earth. You can use your primordial energy as well, so that's more ether or soul. And then water, which you can do in the shower. This is what spiritual baths are for, but you can even just do a spiritual shower. Make you your own like salt scrub. Put it all over your body. Any negative energy you release into the salt, first wetting your body first, obviously, then you stand out of the water. Put the salt all over your face. If you can put it in your hair, put it in your hair too. It's really important to especially hit that crown. All over your whole body. And I like to even put it under my feet. And then just imagine all the negative energy, any energy that's not yours you've been carrying all day, just releasing it. So that's going to help. And then just remember to release cords more consistently. Also, when you do a cord cutting or cord clearing, it's going to be very important for you to actually pull back in your energy. So you're releasing that other person's energy. You're releasing that other, and you're not just cutting, you're pulling, clearing. And obviously in the video I did on live, I explained the technique for that. So I'm not going to go into it too much further here. But you're pulling, clearing. The thing is, when you're doing a pull and you're clearing energy, it leaves a hole in your auric field and in your energy body. So it's going to be really important to actually add energy back in. So what you can do is call back in your own energy. You know, like even right now, I can feel it. I'm pulling back in my own energy. This way you don't feel like energetically or spiritually depleted, or like if you're feeling really tired, you might have a block in your solar plexus or something like that. So it's just going to be important to take some time to release certain cords and get creative with the cords. You know, if you don't want to stay at a certain job, release the cord from the job. What a lot of people don't realize is every business has an egregor or a entity that's attached to it that is created by, say, the business owners, or like even McDonald's, all the thought forms and everybody thinking into that or wanting that business, like wanting something from that business, creates a little egregor. Now these can be positive or they can be negative. So if you find yourself getting drawn into something that doesn't feel like it's good for you, then you're probably going to want to release a cord. If you're at a job that you're tired, sick and tired of, release the cord, and then start imagining, you know, journaling, writing down exactly what kind of business you want to go into. You don't want to use like an incredible amount of detail, but you definitely want to imagine a particular vibration or frequency that you want to be in at that job. So, or career, or whether you're starting a business. So you can say that you want to be, say, okay, I want to feel more confident. I want to be in a place where I'm supported, where I have people around me. All those energies first are going to start within the self. And the more you resonate that energy inside of yourself, it's like hitting a bell. And you know, if you first hit a bell, it starts inside and then it goes out. So any frequency, any vibration, even when you do singing bowls, they start kind of, you hit it, and then to make the energy resonate, you have to go around the side a certain way, the bowl. So that's how energy actually works. So that's how energy works. And so we have to resonate that, or create a song, or create a frequency inside of our own being first, whether you want to deal with more self-love. Man, I want to be around people who respect what I do. So you have to respect what you do more. If you want to be around people who like really have resonating with you, who love you, who are kind, you have to resonate that within yourself first, and then you'll come to a level where you'll be able to sort of resonate and pull that energy in more. And then another thing that you can do is use gratitude. Gratitude helps to amplify energies. We don't use enough gratitude. I remember I did for 6 months, I did a gratitude journal, and it literally changed my life. It brought me to another level financially. It brought me more moments of harmony and peace in my life. It made me more grateful for my everyday experiences. It was a very good practice. And one thing I would do that I don't think other people tell you about is I would, sorry, there was like a notification that threw me off. What I would do is I would, like after I wrote down everything I'm grateful for, and then sometimes I would throw in once in a blue at the end somewhere. I would throw in things that I was grateful for that I didn't have yet. So then I was using it as a tool for manifestation. And then I would like hug my gratitude journal, and I would just fill it with so much love and so much energy. I would just allow myself to pour into it that energy of gratitude. And I feel like a lot of the things that I wrote in there are now beginning to manifest. And even though they don't happen right away, the more you add energy to something and the more you make it a part of your reality, the more it begins to show up. So don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. There's plenty of techniques and things out there for you guys to get to your next level, to be more in alignment, to experience more joy in your reality today. So if anybody needs anything, in the description, you can book a private reading, energy clearing, healing with me. I also do cord cuttings as well. That's a new service I put up. And yeah, make sure you leave your email. And I love you guys. Peace.